The Buffalo Bills just traded away superstar wide receiver Stefon Diggs to the Houston Texans, and this is after losing players like Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Mitch Morse, so Buffalo's kind of in an awkward spot now, which is why they hit me up to say, "Help me!" Of course, subscribe to the channel as we're trying to hit 50,000 in the month of April, and like the video too, as that would help the channel grow tremendously, and yeah, enjoy. As Stefon Diggs is heading to Houston now for just a 2025 second rounder. And with him now gone, I will end off his reign with my favorite highlight of Stefon Diggs in a Bills uniform against the Chiefs in the postseason. And we'll start off, of course, at quarterback with Josh Allen, the Superman of this team. And not only is he one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league, he also said one of the most iconic quotes of all time, stating, "My pants ripped at dinner, didn't want cheeks out, I love Paris." Huh? And I mean, come on now, one of the most enjoyable players to watch in the entire league because of the sheer things he can do, the incredible arm he has, and that bozo gene in him too, which makes it fun, right, when you're watching him as a Dolphins fan. I don't hate Josh Allen, I can admit he's great, he's just kind of our dad. The running back one here is, of course, James Cook, who had a breakout campaign, I would say, and we're hoping to develop him here and get him to one of the top end running backs in the league. The things he was doing to the Cowboys that one week was borderline illegal, but a position group I would now call a weakness of the team is wide receiver. With no more Stefon Diggs here, Curtis Samuel, the new acquisition, of course, looks to be the main guy for now, depending on what we do in the draft. Mac Hollins, Mr. Toe is out. Khalil Shakir, I do like, young, still had a pretty good season last year as well. Hopefully we can develop him. I might even make him our number one just to hopefully get him some more XP, you know? And shout out to KJ Hamler too, and sources are telling me he's still mad at Russ for not finding him in the end zone. This is every Buffalo fan's face when they match up with Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. Kincaid had a pretty good rookie season though. In the middle, doesnt got hurt, he took over, and I think he's the clear-cut tight end number one now. He could honestly boom next year with no more Stefon Diggs, so him and Josh Allen are going to be a great tandem for years to come. Now, offensive line, I think it's alright. Deion Dawkins is a good left tackle. Everything else is just pretty decent. Now, they're always very low in the sack totals, but I think that's more attributed to Josh Allen just being impossible to bring down. Now, defensively, this side has always been pretty stingy, especially with Sean McDermott too, but you may be seeing somebody missing. As you can see, Von Miller retired on this here, so I'm not even going to be able to use him at all, which is pretty much how he was for them last season anyway. And look, I can't control retirements. It's all up to them. It's on their time, all right? I got no control over that, so don't get mad at me, okay? Because in my Steelers rebuild, Cam Hayward retired on us, and everybody in the comments like, "Cam didn't retire, bro. What are you doing? Why is Cam not on your team?" I don't know. Maybe Russ came through the doors and said something corny as hell, and he just said, "I'm out."
You ever done anything dangerous?
Gregory Rousseau, good player. I just picked up his 5th year too. He's still young, still developing too. I think he's going to be a staple, a cornerstone of our defense. Along at Oliver in the interior too. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he got paid, and he did. They have his contract here as well. So him and Gregory Rousseau, they ain't going nowhere. Now at corner, of course, they did cut their ties with Tre'Davious White, who once upon a time was one of the best DBs in the league, but injury after injury after injury, just not being able to rely on him, they decided to let him go. Teron Johnson is here, one of the best nickels in the league, I would say. Benford and Rashawn Douglas are good too. After they got Rashawn Douglas, he just fit in like a glove immediately on their team. Kyrie Lim has been very underwhelming, if I'd say so myself. I think a 1st round pick in 2022, but I don't know. Hopefully we can develop in here. Now, safety group, it's a little different now. They've arguably had the best safety pairing in the league for the past few seasons with guys like Jordan Poyer at strong safety now on the Dolphins, and Micah Hyde at free safety, who I believe is still a free agent, but we got Mike Edwards now, who they signed from the Chiefs. He's okay. It's going to be just a little band-aid for right now. And then I guess Taylor Rapp can start. Shout out to DeMar Hamlin. Linebacker room, and I mean, it's all right. They lost Tremaine Edmonds the other year, Tyrell Dodson this year, but the main staple, the main guy is, of course, Matt Milano, the heartbeat of this defense, now up to a superstar X Factor. And Mr. Wide Right himself. All I'm saying is, if I see you miss a field goal for us in this video, this is going to be you. All in all, though, this team is going through a little bit of a revamp right now, but at the end of the day, if you have Josh Allen, you're going to be contending. So it'll be our job to build the best possible squad, because the AFC is a bloodbath. The AFC East is a bloodbath too, with us, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Patriots.
No, not you, Seamus.
Free agency, and I mean, nothing much going on here. The rosters are updated. Micah Hyde would be a great fit, but of course, he is 33 years old now. I didn't actually know he went to Iowa, so shout out my goat. The fall off of Allen Robinson has got to be studied. I guess he's been in the league for 10 years now, but just a few years back, he was still a really good receiver and then just fell off an absolute cliff. All right, and yeah, we're not doing anything, so. Actually, first, we got a few private workouts to do, and I got my eyes on a few players. And 2 of them are Brian Thomas Jr. of LSU, and of course, Adonai Mitchell out of Texas. If they fought to our pick, I would be over the moon. And then Von Miller retiring on us kind of boned us a little. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna put our last one on Darius Robinson. And 2024 NFL Draft, let's get things going. The Bears go Caleb Williams, of course. Commanders go Bro, to make the Commanders go quarterback, I even made Mariota worse than he already is. They still go tackle. I don't understand this game. Then, like, who are the Cardinals going to take? Joe Alt? I mean, I guess maybe Troy Fautanu at 4. I'm not having fun anymore. Roman 20. Ooh, okay, but I see Brian Thomas and AD Mitchell are still available at our pick here. Now, these two receivers are fairly similar, to be honest with you. They're both bigger bodied, but they have absolute wheels on them too. AD Mitchell has AB key ratings there, a BAB. Brian Thomas with only BAB. And both of their ranges kind of falls all over the place. I can see them going as high as 15, and I can see them being around this range at the end of the first round. I can't see them not going in the first though, but with him falling to us here, I'm going to take wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. He's probably going to come in, be our number 1 right away, give Josh Allen a deadly weapon alongside Curtis Samuel, Dalton Kincaid, of course, Khalil Shakir. Hopefully we can develop too. Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be a perfect fit in this Buffalo team. Hidden development, the main man out of LSU himself, or although I guess you could say it's Malik Neighbors, or even Jaden Daniels. You get the point though. Brian Thomas is the demon, and with Josh Allen, it's going to be fun. Damn, end of round 2 though, Troy is still here. Roman Wilson, Ricky Pearsall, some great receivers still left. Now with this pick, Adisa Isaac out of Penn State would be nice, but I think I got my eyes on Marshawn Nealon here out of Western Michigan. I think he fits our scheme quite nice, and with Von Miller now gone, we got to get a guy to replace him, and to be fair, Von Miller didn't really do much last year for Buffalo anyway, so only up from here, right? Round 3, I'm going to go with defensive tackle Leonard Taylor here out of Miami. A little bit raw right now, but we don't need him to hit the ground running right away. Hopefully, we can develop him the best we can alongside Ed Oliver too. It could be fun for the future. And I'll let the CPU handle the rest. Hopefully, they can find me a Paige Beckers, who I got to see live against Juju Watkins in USC, of course. Honestly, one of my favorite experiences I've gotten to see, one of my favorite games I've gotten to. P-Buckets is really different, bro. Brian Thomas Jr. ends up being a 76, Nealon 73, and a 71 for Leonard Taylor isn't too bad. They're both only normal, sadly, but hopefully we can develop them in our system. Spencer Rattler is here, sure. As long as he's not a little brat, I don't mind. What are you doing? And here is the squad for year number 1. Brian Thomas Jr., like I said, you will be the wide receiver 1. Khalil Shakir, I'm actually going to make our number 2 too, and Curtis Samuel can play in that gadget type of role. And defensively, not much changed over here too, besides drafting Marshawn Nealon. Of course, I'm actually going to start Terrell Bernard because I like Terrell Bernard and he's younger. Also, I think I'm going to try to trade Dawson Knox right now, because for Madden especially, you don't really need 2 tight ends, and when he's getting paid this freaking money, it's better to get some value. But first, who wants Dawson Knox? You know what I'm saying? BJ Hill, Jonathan Cooper, Dalton Reisner. I mean, brother,
What's that?
I'll be sending him to the Commanders though for a 2026 third and a 2025 fourth. And I'm sorry, but the year 2025 being next year just doesn't sound right. I'm still living in 2016 in my mind. Like literally, what the hell, 2025? Are you mad? I'll tell you who's gonna be mad though, me after doing some of these training camps. Let's go. What the? That works. Where's my dive bonus? What? Wait, okay, first off, I didn't get tackled once. Second of all, I didn't get 1 dive bonus, and I would have got it if I just dove once. Why didn't I Stop giving me these sweeps, man. I'm actually not gonna get it. And you... First try. Nope. Wide receiver battle. We low-key got options. Kincaid, Shakir. I'm going the main man, though. And the rookie just put on an absolute show. But his reward still is no Devi. Bang! Dalton Kincaid, let him not get a hit in development. Or, what? I messed it up. Whatever. Kyer Elam first try. I promise. Just looked at Miami's DBs and sighed. Oh my god, I actually just did red zone battle first try. Because usually blood, sweat, and tears go into that one. Did I get a Devi, though?
What do you think?
Target passing, you know what? Let's do Big Dick Mitch.
Huh?
Oh my god, I want to die. Let's just sim week 1 here where we got the Dolphins away in Miami. Can we come away and start the season off right? However, at the midseason mark, we are still 5-2, second in the division though, trailing Miami, as the Texans currently are only 3-3. I'm just saying. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we actually played them in week 2 and we beat them 31-24. Josh Allen outplayed, of course, CJ Stroud, and Khalil Shakir was the main man himself, Stefon Diggs. was doing cardio. Some say he's still standing. As Brian Thomas Jr. is just a star development. Now, focus scouting, a strength in this class is safety, but I'm going to put it on outside linebacker. I think we need a demon to pair alongside Greg Rousseau. Although, looking at the class here, there are no outside linebackers here. There's a middle linebacker, number 2. I mean, that is just crazy. Out of OK State, pass coverage, 6'2", 236. Ratings look solid all around, but I mean, number 2 middle linebacker? Maybe he rides on horses or something, who knows? As for player contracts, we have about 56 mil with Rashawn Douglas, Spencer Brown here, KJ Hamler, actually nothing else. Oh, and DeMar Hamlin, of course, who I don't care about at all. Spencer Brown is interesting. He's not asking for the most. I feel like we could upgrade pretty easily in free agency too, so I think I'll hold out to the end of the year. As we have the 3-3 lines and good game to get back on track, though, the 1-6 New England Patriots. And another W in Week 10 against the Cardinals. And our prospect spotlight is... It was a defensive tackle, Dobson right here, number 2 on the class. He looks okay. But, like, thank you for a whole lot of nothing, assistant GM. Anybody we have fully scouted? Please? Anybody? This dude is quite intriguing. Going around 2 to 3 a speed rusher here, but he's 24 years old. Very old coming out of the draft, especially on defense too. But he honestly looks quite decent. We don't need a guy, a developmental guy. We need a guy that can slot in right now and win right now while we have Josh Allen. So my first one's going on him. And with Rashawn Douglas potentially on the way out, Tyler Byram here out of Boston College could be his replacement. And now they did say safety is one of the strengths of this class, but I'm honestly struggling to see why. Maybe we go back-to-back years adding Josh Allen a weapon. Dean Richards, deep threat out of Texas. We do make the playoffs, finishing 10-7. Got the Bengals in the wild card. The Dolphins just went 15-2. And the receiving leader is CeeDee Lamb, but Rashee Rice number 2 there. And I don't know about, as this year we were 8th in offensive yards, not bad defense. 13th. As Josh Allen had a really good year, putting up his typical yards, his typical touchdowns, but way less interceptions, which is always a good sign. James Cook, 11 touchdowns, only 3.8 a carry, but almost 1,100 yards. We would want him to be a little more efficient though, but hopefully that just comes with time, as Brian Thomas in just his rookie season has to be offensive rookie of the year, putting up 104 receptions, 1,276 yards, as well as 9 touchdowns. Monster season. Khalil Shakir is the number 2 now. Really good too. 8 tutties, 1,050 yards. Dalton Kincaid found the end zone 10 times, 700 plus for him, as they all enjoyed breakout campaigns. Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard lead the way for tackles made. 19 TFLs for Daquan Jones, 14 for Rousseau, 13 for Ed Oliver there, as Rousseau the only man in double digit for sacks with 10.5. Ed Oliver 7.5. Nealon with 6 there, not bad himself, to be honest. Interceptions, Teron Johnson, Rashawn Douglas with 3. Other than that though, just 2. And Tyler Bass missed 1 field goal this year. All right, buddy, you might as well start that TikTok account right now. Bengals first round. They the last time we matched up against them in the... How does this happen? How does this happen? What I was saying though, of course, the last time these two teams matched up in the playoffs, the Bengals and Joe Burrow took them out. So let's try to get our revenge here, Josh. I got my eyes on you. A big legacy for you, Josh Allen. No more Stefon Diggs. Can you still get the job done? 7-0. We go up a touchdown here in the middle of the second quarter. Drive down again, 28-7 in Cincinnati. We are blowing out Joe Burrow in the Cincinnati Bengals. However, they are making it a game. Fourth quarter is here, but we score another touchdown to go up 2 possessions. It's still close. They still have timeouts. Fumble recovered by Trey Henderson, Josh. Or was it Teron or Ty Johnson? What just happened? As the Bengals have the ball, you have got to be kidding me. This game looked like it was done for. It looked like it was done for, but now with just 1:30 to go, Joe Burrow has the ball back in his hands, down 1 possession. We need our defense to step up. Because damn it, Josh Allen's done everything he could this game. 35 points away in Cincinnati here. Defense, come on now. Joe Burrow out to... Is that Marvin Harrison Jr.? How did he even fall to them? 3rd and 3. Burrow out of the gun, drops back to pass. Once again, it's a screen to 11. Oh my God. Oh my God. 31. 31. Looking like he's guarding Caitlin Clark. 1st and 10. A minute to go though on the 38. Out of the gun again. Burrow passing. Time in the pocket. Rolls out. Just running back again. This game should have been over, bro. 13 seconds. Wide right. And now whatever this is, oh my God. 25 seconds to go. The Bengals do still have a timeout. And Burrow throws a pick. Burrow throws a pick. Is that Christian Benford? As it is with the game-winning interceptions. Ladies and gentlemen, we beat the Bengals. We advance to the next round. And Josh Allen, have yourself a freaking day. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Dude, the Bengals drafted Jatavion Sanders too. What are the weapons that Burrow has, man? It don't matter though, because he's still got pickpocketed 3 times. And like right now, this team really isn't amazing, right? But with Josh Allen, with the power of friendship on our side, I got us. I trust us. I got faith in us. Jacksonville in the next round. Can we beat Trevor Lawrence? Lose by 3 points, Josh, come on. And the one-seeded Dolphins still haven't won a playoff game since I've been born. Tua against the Vikings. Name a better recipe for disaster. Besides Tua against Buffalo, I guess. But we lost anyway, so who cares, as Josh Allen did a whole lot of nothing today. Although he was good on the ground, but can someone tell me why Ty Johnson was our power back? 1.5 a carry, 2 touchdowns. Just give it to Josh. Oh, yeah, we couldn't guard Gabe Davis. Sure, it just had to be freaking him, right? Look at this playoff run, though. The Jags versus the Titans, 3 seed versus 7 seed. If we would have just beat the Jags there, we'd be getting a free ticket to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. That was a Mickey Mouse run. No Chiefs, no Bengals, no Ravens. The Ravens didn't even make it. Like, that was our freaking season, bro. And we lost to this freaking dude.
He didn't wanna fuck with me 'cause I'm the one. He got all the drugs and I got all the guns.
Well, okay, they made it all the way. That's okay, though. It's just year 1. We got a lot of work still left to do. Mahomes wins MVP, sure. But look who wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, though, over Marvin Harrison, over Malik Neighbors, who's on the Dolphins. Ooh, Darius Robinson was Defensive Rookie of the Year. We had him on our board, but we're not able to get him in round 2. Oh, my God. Look at this game. Best QB, best running back, best wide receiver, best O-line. All I'm saying is... Oh, Tyler Bass, never mind. Never mind. You will remain on the team development traits. Brian Thomas Jr. up to a superstar development, as well as Don Kincaid. Love those two going up. Awesome. I wish Shakir or maybe James Cook could have went up, though, but you can't have it all. Defensively, Rousseau stays at a star. I honestly don't think we got anybody here. Benford didn't even go up. He still remains at normal. Tyler Bass? He actually did. Christ, Madden, I do not think that's time. My man goes up to superstar, though, for winning kicker of the year. And let's give him a clutch kicker, because I think we know why.
Right.
Oh, hold up. I totally forgot this team signed Will Clapp. Shout out to Will freaking Clapp. And also shout out to my boy Sports Central 2264. Much love, my guy. If you want to shout out in the future, just leave a comment. I'll just choose a random one to shout out every video from now on. Are you freaking kidding me? As Trevor Lawrence ends up winning it all with the Jags, 28-13, beating the Cowboys too. I guess Gabe Davis is the most impactful player in the league. Words I did not think I would be saying in this rebuild. Kyer Elam, 5th year. We are going to not accept that. Rashawn Douglas, I think I'm going to let walk. He's 30 years old now. Spencer Brown, probably same thing, 27, only normal dev, so he's probably going to start regressing too. Let's go to free agency with the 78 mil we got available after I sign Will freaking Clapp, baby. Okay. Is it a little concerning if Will Clapp declines your offer? A little bit, maybe a little bit. 78.2 mil, though. What can we cook up? Wyatt Teller is a, has green interest in joining us. Joel Bitonio, Havenstein. What's with all these freaking offensive linemen? Gilmore. I mean, these just don't really excite you, do they? It's like watching Zach Edey play. Because me, I'm a fan of real hoops. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying UConn 68, Iowa 63. I'm sorry, Caitlin. Do we really need Wyatt Teller? I guess he does have some tackle flexibility. On a 2-year deal, I don't really hate it. Especially now that we don't have the Von Miller contract and the Stefon Diggs contract. We low-key got a lot of flexibility and a lot of wiggle room. Sadly, though, we just don't really have a lot of people with interest. Ooh, the Commanders offered Wyatt Teller a fat deal. But guess what? We got money, too. And we got freaking Josh Allen. Come play for Josh Allen. Like, who are you playing for over there? Remember, they didn't draft a quarterback. Freaking Marcus Mariota, Wyatt Teller. Come on. Are you kidding? Oh my God, Rashawn Douglas went interdivision. My God, I gotta get somebody. Jalen Warren. I'm freaking desperate at this point because
I don't know how much worse it can get.
And we got Kendrick Green on a 3-year deal. Wait, does that... Bro, come on. You know what? Should we make a big move? We got money. Our window is open right now. We are ready to win. What pick are we? 27. We do have 2 seconds, courtesy of the Commanders, I believe, or... No, this is courtesy of the Houston Texans. So what if we flip Diggs into this pick and then flip this pick into something else like a McCole Hardman? There's nothing really here, is there? Oh, hold up. We could trade for the Bills MVP last year. I guess it didn't really do anything later on, though. But okay, then. What could we get for round 1? Pick 27. Cortland Sutton. Martin Emerson Jr., a superstar. Not bad. Graham Barton, Christian Mahogany, Edrin Cooper, Braylon Trice, some real-life rookies, of course. Max Melton, too. Still nothing too crazy, though, is there? Ooh, we can get Dameon Pierce from Houston. Whoa. Actually, before we mess around with any of that, let's go check out how the class is looking. Where's that receiver that I did? 85% Dean Richards? Although he did run the fastest 40 with a 4.35. He is round 1 projected, though, so probably just a little too rich for my liking. Didn't I do a corner? Tyler Byram down here. He looks decent. I have no clue who else I did. This guy. Nice. Left guard Jerron Dillon out of USC is going to be my first private workout here because we might need a move in the right tackle. Let's take a gamble with an outside linebacker. Let's do Bruce Simpson. And then you know what? Let's get Tyler Byram up to 100%. Whoa. What? Top 5 Tyler Byram. Top 5 Tyler is a top 5 talent. Okay, I was not expecting that. He will be my pick in round 1. The left outside linebacker, round 1 to 2. That's pretty good value, hey? And the left guard, Jerron Dillon, we have at 90% now. Honestly, he looks quite good. Oh, we have those 2 seconds as well, too. I might be able to get all 3 of these guys. Let's cook. Let's cook 2025 Vikings #1 pick. Interestingly enough, let's go to 27, where I'm hoping our guy is still there, and he is. Top 5 Tyler. He's only 5'10" out of Boston College here, but we know the talent, the intangibles, they're all there. He's going to slot in our team perfectly, and it's going to be a huge boost in our DB room as he ends up being a hidden development too with 95 speed, 91 agility, 90 acceleration. I love that piece we just got. Now at pick 15, are those 2 other guys still there? The left guard is gone. Damn. The outside linebacker is still here though, Bruce Simpson. Let's go ahead and take him right now. The value is still good, and then hopefully with our second rounder, we can find an offensive lineman to play right tackle for us. Bruce. Only normal though, man. The right tackles left in this class just look horrendous, which prompts me to go with right guard John Norman. We're going to need him to slide out to right tackle and hopefully put in a shift and protect Josh Allen at all costs. He ends up being hidden development, which is already a higher dev trait than what Spencer Brown was before, so I can't be more than happy with that. End of round 3 now. Take a look at this wide receiver, Isaiah Hill. Physical archetype, 6'2", 234 out of Ole Miss. AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, ring a bell. He has great... Nothing. I don't know what... Wait, what? Am I looking at the right guy? That was the complete wrong guy. I don't know what happened. Darius Sneed was the guy I was alluding to. A deep threat. 6'3" out of Notre Dame with great speed. Elite strength as well. And his attributes don't look half bad. B medium route, B release, B deep route, A break tackle, A to C awareness. Here in the end of round 3, with Curtis Samuel getting a little up there in age, and maybe we don't re-sign Khalil Shakir. Can Darius Sneed be next up? He most definitely can. Hidden development, he might play next year. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this draft been kind of fire. As we actually have 2 4th-round picks, one at 20, the other at 27. With the first pick, I'm gonna go center Jeremiah Sims. He honestly doesn't look the best, but we're just taking the risk here in round 4. Only ends up being a normal. And then at pick 27, I'm gonna go strong safety. KJ Ellis here out of Oregon State with a bigger body, 6'3", 224. Reminds me of my boy Catan. Elite strength too. Maybe a hell of an athlete. Only normal dev though. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I think we had a great draft. All things considered, Byram, 77 overall. We of course knew he was a top 5. Next 3 players, all 73. Not bad. And Norman and Sneed, I believe, were both hidden development too. Sims and KJ Ellis, not great at 67, more developmental than anything, but hopefully they can play a role. As left tackle, Tyler Ryans with #1. Here's the middle linebacker though. Goals #2 is hidden dev. Of course, you would at least hope here to the Saints they get not their next to Mario Davis. That would suck, bro. Drafting a middle linebacker too when he's only a freaking star dev. Stephon Gatewood went 15. This running back looks decent. Goes to the Titans there. Of course, Byram got him here. Bernie Conrad. We could have had him. Potentially, he went 30. Thank God I didn't, though. Honestly, this draft class as a whole, nothing too crazy. Channing Flynn, middle linebacker in round 3. Another normal. And if you were wondering, usually in my rebuilds, I just keep the draft class on normal. I saw this dude, Nick Boss. Okay, this class is ass. But yeah, as I was saying, I just use the normal settings. I don't make it strong or anything like that. Usually I do that only in the challenges or something weird I'm doing. As we are now live for year number 2, let's go ahead and do what we've seen enough for Tyler Byram, the top 5 corner. And ladies and gentlemen, moment of truth. We know he was a top 5 talent, but is he more than just a star development? Tyler Byram is a star. Top 5 talent plus star development is such a slap in the face. As I've moved our guy John Norman out to right tackle now, we low-key need a backup tight end. And after getting Sneed in the draft, Curtis Samuel, I'm putting you on the block. Actually, wait, which tight ends are on the trade block? Cade Stover, Jelani Woods, Jaheim Bell, Isaiah Likely, Darnell Washington. Jelani Woods, I'm intrigued. Okay, check this out. The Colts have Bernhard Raymond, of course, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, Braden Smith. They also drafted Armarius Mims for whatever reason. They don't have a use for it. I'm gonna throw him in here. Oh, I honestly thought that'd be accepted for Jelani Woods. All right, I probably got fleeced a little bit there, but who cares? Because we now have Jelani Woods. Let's of course start Darius Sneed, the rookie receiver, hidden dev, to be the new wide receiver 3. Defensively, we're looking like this. Byram, low-key gonna make him my cornerback 3 just because of the upside that he has. Everything else is pretty much the same, though we really didn't upgrade at linebacker or safety. Oop, I think Jones went up to star. Shout out to him. Although I think I'm going to start Leonard Taylor now because Daquan Jones is just going to keep regressing at a high rate. And you know what? Let's start Marshawn Nealon at right end. Nice. Not nice. As top 5 Tyler also gets gold. Trade offers for Jelani Woods. He's been here for 2.5 hours. Week 1 against the Browns last year, we started off with an L. Still had a decent year overall, but let's see if we can start off on a better note this time. As Josh Allen was on point today in Buffalo with 232 and 4 passing touchdowns, his MVP campaign starts now. And currently at midseason, the boys are 5-1. Josh Allen has almost 1,600 yards, 17 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions. Why is Spencer Rattler throwing the ball at all? That just completely killed my vibe, seeing that Darius Sneed, the receiver, is a superstar. Hold up. We got this man in like round 3, end of round 3, maybe round 2. He's a superstar development. Okay. Give him a cheeky playmaker boost, +2 ball carrier vision, +1 catch in traffic, juke move, +3 short route and spin move. As his ratings all around already green. I mean, this dude is very well-rounded and is going to be an absolute demon in this entire video. 90 jumping too. Holy, this guy, what a gem. 6'3" out of Notre Dame too. We literally got the next Chase Claypool. Did I have anybody else? Norman's only a star. Sadly, I think that's all we got, right? Player contracts, we have 140 mil though. Greg Rousseau, James Cook, Teron Johnson, Kyer Elam. We got a few big names at the top, but nothing to stress over about since we got all the money in the world. Welcome back, Greg. As James Cook has 0 motivation to rejoin because we're not a big market at Orchard Park. What are you talking about? I promise you, Madden, that doesn't really matter too much. You know what I mean? Oh, he's back though. Like, does it matter a little bit? Maybe, but not enough to sway the entire thing. Teron Johnson back for 1 year. Kyer Elam, I think we gotta let walk. Now, he's not asking for the most. He actually is star. He's still 24. You know what? Maybe we just keep him around for the long term. Why not? I get reckless when I have this much money. Deion Dawkins, 31 now. I think we wait till the end of the year. And same goes for the rest of the squad. Let's go ahead and sim week 8 against the Pats. We are currently 5-1, top of the AFC East. Life currently right now. Another interdivision game, week 9 against the Dolphins, who are only 2-5. As I see the hot opponent message with the Commanders up next, those two things usually don't mix. Of course we beat them, 27-21. As Josh Allen wins a player of the week, he did take 6 sacks, though. I need to improve that O-line. Prospect spotlight is going to be wide receiver Jermaine Berry. And tell you what, Khalil Shakir is up for a contract, so this might be his replacement. As Jermaine Berry is absolute horse. However, we could use receiver help. David Sample, the physical archetype out of Clemson. An offensive line, oh man, I got to protect Josh Allen. The centers don't really look that good, so I guess I'll put it on right guard Jonathan Shelley here out of USC. And low-key, I do still think we need safety help. Tyrell Robinson out of Texas. Regular season about to finish. We only go 9-8 here. Do win the division, but quite disappointing. As Kenny Pickett is in top 3 passing leaders. Yep. And you're telling me Josh Allen wasn't? We were 6th in offensive yardage here. Not bad at all. Defensively, I haven't changed any playbooks. Top 12. We're still rocking with Buffalo here. Josh Allen, I mean, he put up a good year overall. I want monster numbers from him. You know what I'm saying? James Cook, decent though. 1,200 yards, 4.1 a carry, 9 tuds. As we had 3 1,000-yard receivers. That is pretty cool to see. Brian Thomas Jr. leads the way though. Khalil Shakir, number 2. Darius Sneed, the rookie superstar with 11 touchdowns, leads the way on our team. Dalton Kincaid had 9 himself. Offensive line and John Norman, the rookie right tackle, gave up 12 sacks, is the most on our team, but what are you going to do? It's expected. Matt Milano, monstrous, 139 tackles, though, and 24 TFLs for Ed Oliver, 20 for Marshawn Nealon, 16 for Gregory Rousseau, with 19.5 sacks. Holy crap. 9 for Ed Oliver. I wanted to say 90. I don't know why. Daquan Jones with 4. Nice. 4 picks for Teron, 3 for Benford. Once again, though, not really much after that. And when you look who it is in the wildcard round, Stefon Diggs and the Houston Texans. The last time these two matched up in this round, that Deshaun Watson missed sack when Deshaun Watson was good. We actually beat them, though, and we got the Jaguars, who are 13-4. You know it. We got to hop in here. We got to get our revenge. Josh Allen versus Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be a different result this time, though. And let's get this divisional round off the way. Here in Jacksonville, we tie up the ball game there. 14-7 go up in the first quarter there. Our offense kind of driving down 21-7. They get a field goal. Can we answer back? We do. 14-point lead going into the second half. 5-point lead here, 27-19. There's scores all over the place. Jacksonville drove down there, didn't get points. It's a tie ball game, 27-all. We got an absolute thriller. Of course. And there have been points after points after points this game. I couldn't even talk. 2 minutes to go, though. Josh Allen needs to get us down about 30-40 yards. Not even. Like 20 yards. Just get us in range. Let's kill some time. We got superstar Tyler Bass to, hopefully rely on. But let's not talk too soon. Can we get the first down first? 3rd and 7 now. Josh breaks a tackle. This is the most Josh Allen play I've ever seen. He's still going. He's still going. Oh my God. Evades a tackle from Trayvon Walker, I believe there. And then just saw green. Just saw green and kept going. And you're not bringing him freaking down first try. That was incredible. And Jacksonville have opted to not use a timeout for whatever reason. Just about 1:05 to go here. We're comfortably in field goal range. We have this game pretty much clinched here, especially if we can get a first down. That's exactly what we wanted. He would have went down anyway. Please don't do anything stupid. Please, CPU, they're going to run some stupid play. James Cook again, don't go in. Don't go in. Just kneel. Go to the middle and kneel. We can rely on Tyler Bass, I promise. Because if he misses, then you know what's going to happen to him, right? Okay, perfect. Let's waste that clock and get this game-winning field goal. What are you doing a no fingers for? That's what we wanted. Clock running low, just 5 seconds to go there. Tyler Bass, the new superstar kicker, who was once a villain, now becomes a hero. As we take a 3-point lead with just about 11 seconds to go, we should be good to advance back to the AFC Conference Championship. Suck it, Doug. Where we are going to play the 11-6 Bengals, who we beat last year, right? Let's run it freaking back then. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, I don't care. Josh Allen in 3. Oh, we're in Buffalo too. Okay. As these two juggernaut of quarterbacks are 1-1 against each other in the playoffs, who's going to come out in game number 3? 7-all here, middle of the second quarter. Buffalo takes a 3-point lead, and the Bengals don't score any in the second quarter there. However, they drive down third quarter, tie up the ballgame at 10. Fourth quarter is here. They score a touchdown. We just drove down there and not get a point, as it is now 3rd and 2 on the Bengals 32. Josh Allen is in empty. This is 4-down territory if I've ever seen it, but we don't even need it. Shout out to Dalton Kincaid. That is not Dalton Kincaid. I do not think that was Dalton Kincaid. Josh Allen passes again. Dime. Is that Darius Sneed? Is that the rookie Darius Sneed? It is big time. Both the receptions there in the most vital moments of the game here. 2 minutes and 5 to go. Do we run the clock out? Do we snap the ball? Josh Allen does snap the ball. Time in the pocket. Runs out. Ooh. I feel like he had 2 guys open there. On the 5 again. James Cook is going to get the handoff. I would rather we just give it to Josh. Just put the ball in his hands, whether he's passing or running. I don't really care. Just like that. And it's going to be Brian Thomas Jr., the first pick of this video, coming through in the conference championship to tie up this ball game. 17-all with under 2 to go. The real question is, though, can our defense, can our crowd get loud enough to stop the Bengals on this drive? There's no way, right? Pick that off, Matt. That was such a gimme. That was an absolute duck of a throw, bro. 2nd and 10. Nice tackle. And tell you what, we get a stop here. There's about a minute to go. We got 3 timeouts. We could do a little something here if our defense can get just one last stop here on Joe Burrow. And it's not going to happen. Crap. Now it's getting a little scary as they inch closer and closer into field goal range for Evan McPherson, of course. Burrow drops back to pass again, and it's Jamar Chase. Second timeout has been used by Cincy. 32 to go. We still have all our timeouts. If we can get a stop right here, we're not looking too bad. We need to call a timeout. We need to call a timeout or not. I guess it's still a ways away. 7 to go, though. It's Dameon Pierce again, and he gets a few good yards there to set up this field goal by Evan McPherson from about 45, 50 yards here. 4 seconds to go. Game-winning kick by McPherson is up. And is good. And is good. 1 second, if we can make some magic happen, if we can make some history happen here and return this, we would win the game. And he doesn't even get past the freaking 25. Wow. Once again, it's heartbreaking in the playoffs. Buffalo was almost used to it, immune to the pain at this point. We just cannot get ourselves to the Super Bowl at all. It's actually a very quiet day from Brian Thomas. He did have that 1 touchdown, but only 2 receptions for 15 yards. We just need more. We need more help for Josh. Whether it's our weapons, whether it's the O-line, we still have a ways to go. to build out this team. We still have about 3 years left, so plenty of time still. I will get us a Lombardi, believe me. As it's going to be Bengals, Packers in the Super Bowl, so 2 years in a row, the team that beats us in the playoffs ends up going all the way. Offensive Rookie of the Year, look who it is, Darius Sneed. Could he go up to Superstar X Factor? That would be nice. That would be very nice. Tyler Byrum, number 4. Overall, we saw improvements this season, though. Big years for a lot of people, as we should get a few dev traits, I'm hoping. Doesn't look like we get anything on offense, though, sadly. I was hoping for potentially Sneed, but that's a lot to ask for to go up to X Factor. However, on defense, Gregory Rousseau goes up to Superstar. Ed Oliver goes up to Superstar. Marshawn Nealon up to Star. Teron Johnson up to Superstar as well. Some big upgrades here on the defense. And with about 80 mil in our available salary cap, this is the offseason where we got to go crazy and turn this team into a real juggernaut. And it's back-to-back years. The team that beats us ends up winning the entire thing. 41-17, the Bengals smoke Green Bay. Joe Burrow is your MVP. As our available salary cap is 130 mil. But of course, we do still got some people to re-sign. A Dalton Kincaid, 5th-year option, of course, and Teron Johnson, who I swear at midseason had green interest in rejoining us, and now it's low red, sadly. So I'm going to bump up the money a bit. He's an 88. He is 30, but a 1-year deal would not hurt. Jelani Woods, we traded for him. Going to have to let him go, though. Christian Benford just doesn't have interest in joining us. Khalil Shakir is interesting. I think if worse comes to worse, I will re-sign him in free agency, but if there's a better receiver out there, I will grab him. Deion Dawkins back for another season. And let's go to free agency. We have over 100 mil to spend. Trent Brown, Michael Pittman, Kendall Fuller wouldn't be too shabby. Ronnie Stanley would be a big addition. Joel Bitonio, Derrick Henry would be pretty fun too. And you know what? I'm going to sign him to be our backup. And hey, Baltimore didn't win one in this video, so he doesn't have a ring yet. Come get one over here. There are good receivers, Michael Pittman, Ridley, Lockett, Dobbs, but at the end of the day, Khalil Shakir is probably our best option still with interest he has in joining us back. You know what? I'll give Jelani Woods like a really cheap deal. Ronnie Stanley on a 1 year? Why the heck not? And okay, we're going all in this season. Kendall Fuller, Ronnie Stanley, Derrick Henry, TJ Edwards on a 1 year. Khalil Shakir, of course. Dax Hill would be awesome at free safety. And Jelani Woods, of course. TJ and Jelani are still here, but I think we got everybody else but Kendall Fuller. Sadly, he goes back to Washington. I'm more than happy with these 4 signing for us, though. And you're telling me we also got TJ Edwards and bring Jelani Woods back? As we also add in Corey Bojorquez to be our new punter and Caden Stearns as a strong safety in case I can't find anybody in the draft. Ooh, Tyrell Robinson's actually a round 1 to 2 talent, the safety we did earlier. I'm not gonna lie, we really need center. I'm gonna throw both our private workouts on these 2. And then we'll just do Jonathan Shelley too to know his talent. Didn't the Titans make like the conference championship last season? As we have pick 30 this year in round 3, we do have pick number 20 though, courtesy of the Commanders, I believe. Shelley, round 1 to 2, not bad at all. That's interesting now that I could probably just take him and play him at center instead of these guys. Trading down with the Vikings here to 47 and also getting a future 3rd round pick as well as another 4th. The free safety was like 35 spots down the board, so he still should be here at pick 15 in round 2. Tyrell Robinson, the man we know who's a round 1 to 2 talent. Ratings all around pretty good all around, nothing spectacular, but nothing bad. It's what's more important in my eyes maybe is our starting free safety right away. Hidden dev as well. I think we got Caden Stearns now. We also signed Daxton Hill too. So the safety group now is quite deep, which is never a bad thing, right? And it's a big improvement on Taylor Rapp and Mike freaking Edwards, who we had before in round 2. Pick 30, Jonathan Shelley, 23-year-old right guard out of USC, who we are going to slide in to be our starting center. We know he's around 1 to 2 talent, but is he normal? Pick 20 in round 3, I'm going to go with right guard Lance Tobin. Our offensive line is quite old, and Deion Dawkins, Ronnie Stanley, they're not going to be here for much longer, so now they're normal. Our pick in round 3 now, Julius Weber, a cornerback out of Miami, 6'3", 205 with elite acceleration, great speed. This dude has a crazy archetype, maybe a little gem in round 3. And I'm getting normals out the hee-hoo, which means I'm going to let the CPU handle the rest so they can save my ass. As it wasn't the most exciting draft, but we get Tyrell Robinson, 73, 74 Shelley, 73 Tobin, not bad, and a 70 overall Wilbur. The CPU really didn't do too much. In terms of a game-breaking player on our team, Dante Lamb is the highest overall at 79. Trevor Hilliard in round 2, their pick 11 in our division as well, only normal. Once again, though, it's just another decent class, nothing really too special, nothing really too crazy. As I guess we'll go ahead and reveal Tyrell Robinson, the only hidden I got. Of course, though, where we did most of the damage in this offseason was the free agency class as a whole. We added in a lot of players. Robinson, Only a star. Ooh, who's this, huh? CPU got me a 66 hidden dev Ramon Minor here out of UW. And okay, with us actually getting Ronnie Stanley now, I moved Norman inside to center. He was right tackle. He initially was a right guard. He's now at center. He's playing all over the place. Low-key, I'm just going to start Shelly just because he's younger. And you know what? Let's also make Snead our number 2. And defensively, I think we're going to be better this season. We got big dev traits now. We got better safeties in Caden Stearns, Dax Hill, Tyron Robinson, added in TJ Edwards alongside Matt Milano. This side should be good. Let's go ahead and throw Darius Snead in the slot as the specialist. Is going to be looking like this. Can we get one step closer this time to the Super Bowl? I guess we're as close as we can get. You know what I mean, though. Get to the Super Bowl. And come on, Josh, who's 30 years old now. Buffalo needs you, my guy. And at mid-season, once again, we're sitting pretty at 5-1. And for player contracts, we got Tehran back with Cyrus Torrance. Now here, a 32-year-old Matt Milano, Derrick Henry, some of the players we just signed. And to be honest with you, I'll wait till the end of the year. Back in the wild card round, back at the top of the AFC North, and back once again playing the Bengals in the playoffs. But would you look at that? Josh Allen is the passing leader this season, and I see Darius Snead in there for the receivers. Ooh, okay. Offensively as a whole, we were number 1 in total yardage there. Defense top 11. As Josh Allen leads the league with 4.8K yards, 36 touchdowns, but just 4 interceptions. He has come a long way. James Cook, 1,090 yards, only 3.8 to carry, though. 14 touchdowns, 5 from Josh Allen, and 15 from Derrick Henry. We had a monster year on the ground. But check out freaking Darius Snead. 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. Monster. Dalton Kincaid, actually the second leading receiver with 1,100 yards. 5 touchdowns for him, Shakir, and Brian Thomas, who was weirdly the odd man out this year. TJ Edwards and Matt Milano lead the way for tackles made. Greg Rousseau, 22 TFLs this season. Nealon with 17, 15 for Leonard Taylor, and 13 for Ed Oliver there, as Rousseau, of course, again leads the way for sacks with 13.5, 9 for Ed Oliver, 8 for Nealon, 7.5 for Leonard Taylor. We had a ton of sacks from our defensive line as a whole. TJ Edwards, 3 picks there. A few other people with 1. Bengals wildcard round. It's a certified hood classic nowadays. Y'all know the vibe. As we are going to be at home, and it's also going to be snowing. Reminds me of 2022, I believe, is when they matched up in the playoffs. We take a quick 3-0 lead here as the first quarter comes to an end, and we go up 10-0, holding out against the Bengals offense. They haven't scored a point. There it is. But we score again. 24-7 here. Our offense, our home crowd is pushing us through this game. However, our defense is kind of folding a little bit now. 2nd and 10 with just 6 minutes to go. Bengals do have ball down 3 points. However, after a gain of 0, it's 3rd down here. And it's great defense by the new addition, TJ Edwards. And if we could just find the end zone on this possession, I would be feeling great about our chances to advance. However, it's the quickest 3 and out of all freaking time as the Bengals get the ball on their 20, are driving down here, but our defense stops them once again. 4th and 4. They opt to punt with under 3:30 to go here. If we can just get a methodical drive, kill clock as much as possible. Come on, Derrick Henry, what are you doing? What could you possibly be doing? Huge down here. The game is pretty much on the line. Under 2:20 to go. 3rd and 5. Josh Allen. Absolute dime to Khalil Shakir. Are you kidding me? With just 1 timeout left, I think... Wait, what? We just scored. Darius Snead. Wow. Wow, I thought we were just going to kill the clock out. I'm not going to lie, but Josh Allen feeds Darius Snead for a 50-yard touchdown to give us a 10-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, Bengals, see you later. And Josh Allen put up an absolute monster performance. Darius Snead might be the best wide receiver in the league. 9 receptions, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns as well. As we got another familiar foe here in the divisional, the Jacksonville Jaguars with a 91 defense. Goodness me, they got a great squad, 88 overall. Once again, another certified hood classic here in the divisional. And here we go. In sunny Jacksonville, it seems to be an annual visit at this time of the year. 7-3 end of the first quarter. We drive down, get a touchdown, and take a 3-point lead. Drive down again, only a field goal this time around, go up 6 points, 3 points, well, back to 6 points in the 3rd quarter. We can't really find the end zone too much, but the field goals are coming through with the GOAT that is Tyler Bass himself. 23-10, up 10 points here with under 1:30 to go. And Jags have ball. Need our defense here. The Jags are on their own 47, under 1:20 to go. 2nd and 10. Trevor Lawrence drops back. That was a ball and a half, but better defense from Teron Johnson. And here we go. 3rd and 10 for the Jaguars. Down 3 points on their own 47. Trevor's going to take off. And only gets 3 yards before sliding in a playoff game. Oh, man. Oh, man. 4th and 7. T-Law drops back to pass. We get pressure. And he's picked off. Game over. Punch our ticket back. to the AFC Conference Championship. Who was that? Caden Stearns, the new addition this season, you know? And once again, Darius Sneed is having one of the best playoff performances of all time. All these games have been great. The rivalries that we've been building with Jackson, with Cincinnati have been fun as well, like the ones they already have with the Chiefs. Now we have the Raiders, who are 14-3, not a team I was expecting to see here. Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, of course, there, Tay, but you know the real question, who is their... Really? You're telling me Desmond Ridder is their quarterback?
I don't know how much worse it can get.
Seriously though, how much worse? I ain't even gonna cap. Desmond Ridder is kind of a semi-god. I swear, anywhere he's at, he does good. They go 14-3, so I'm not gonna overlook them here as we get the first touchdown of the game. In the tail end of the second quarter, they're a low-scoring one here. We just got a touchdown in like 30 seconds there at the end of the first half. 14-9 going into the fourth. Raiders drive down, go up 3. As we actually just punted the ball back to Vegas. James Conley for 12 yards, first and 10. Of course, they don't even have Josh Jacobs anymore, but it doesn't even look like it matters as their offense is slicing our defense up 4th and 1. The Raiders keep their offense on the field. We're only down 3 here. 2:01 to left, go. And it's knocked out. And it's knocked out. What a defensive play by 43. Come on, boys. Let's get in the end zone. Let's get to the win. Let's get ourselves to the Super Bowl, baby. And who else but Khalil Shakir? I just went back out, went back in, and now we switch sides because this game doesn't really have a brain. 1st and 10. Josh Allen has been throwing dimes this postseason so far. James Cook doesn't get much. 3rd and 3. 45 seconds go. We do still have a timeout remaining as it's Brian Thomas Jr., I believe. Every player in the draft class is just glitched out at number 22. I don't know why. Josh Allen, I feel like could have just taken off there. It probably would have been better. Are we playing for overtime? I don't know. Give me one end zone opportunity, at least. Okay. An overtime thriller then, I guess, if Tyler Bass can make this field goal. He hasn't let me down once yet, and he hasn't done it as the Raiders are going to be kicking us the ball to start off. Low-key, it might be better to go second now with the new overtime rules. Of course, our offense is going down, though, after a James Cook 9-yard rush, 3rd and 6. Josh Allen, the superstar X-Factor, out of the gun, drops back, has time in the pocket, rolls out right, Crosby in his face. Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. What a play. 2nd and 9, Josh Allen handing it off again to James Cook. He's got room on the right side. He's got room on the right side. Makes a man miss too. James Cook cannot be contained. Come on, we need to find the end zone one way or another here. James Cook again. Down on the 5. 2nd and goal. This is Josh Allen territory. Just give him the ball. Play action. Whether it's in his hands or he takes off himself. Max Crosby. Jesus Christ. He has 4 sacks. Absolutely demonic game for him. He's in the zone now. Doesn't matter. They low-key knocked it out, but I think he had it in just about enough time. Khalil Shakir in the end zone for us to take a touchdown lead. Oh, that was close. That was close. And come on now, defense. Can we stop Desmond Ridder for just one more possession, please? One more possession, please. Greg Rousseau with pressure. Somehow gets it out. 3rd and 10, and remember, everywhere is 4-down territory for the Raiders right now as they have to find the end zone to keep this game alive. Ain't nobody falling for that play action. Desmond Ridder getting pressured. Throws it out of bounds. And with the game on the line, our defense can come through and get us to our first Super Bowl, I believe. Ain't nobody falling for that, baby. Bang! Let's go. Desmond Ridder clamped up in overtime, goes 0-4 as our defense absolutely shuts him down. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. What's going on? Why is our offense coming back out? That's not how overtime works. Okay, we won. I was about to say, what? Darius Sneed, another 7 reception, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. What are his playoff totals right now, 3 games in? Or what I should say is, what is the record? Because he is looking to break that with 1 game remaining. The biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys, go 11-6. Is there a chance for a Josh Allen MVP? He finishes as the runner-up behind Hurts. But to nobody's surprise, Darius Sneed is the league's best receiver, as we should get some monster development trade upgrades this season, including a superstar X-Factor Darius Sneed. I don't know how Khalil Shakir is still a star. I feel like he's had some great seasons for us, to be honest with you. Defensively, I believe Rousseau went up to superstar X-Factor, and hello? Did you go up? Or are you just a superstar like that? Wasn't he like 65 overall? CPU, shout out to you. Because they always be doing me right in the draft. Round 4, pick 30. They gave me a superstar linebacker. Gotta love the assistant GM. I don't pay him enough. I don't think we got anything else though. But that's okay with me. Because we're in the Super Bowl. We're in the big game against the Dallas Cowboys, who still have their main guys over there. Of course, no Diggs on Diggs action, but We still made it here eventually anyway. Did it take a while? Maybe, but with just a little bit of patience, we got to our destination. Now we just need to see this team and Josh Allen lift that Lombardi for the one time. For the one time, you know what I'm saying? Not a good start, though. 10-0, we drive down, only pick up 3 there, tie up the ball game at the later half of the second quarter there. At the end of the first half, 13-10, Dallas takes the lead. We drive down, take our first lead of the game, going up 4 points. Dallas right back, though. It's a competitive outing here in the Super Bowl in 2025. And it's most definitely not 2025. We're in like 2027 or something. I have no clue. 1st and 10. Josh Allen, out of the gun. Hands it off to James Cook, who has been really good this playoff so far. Today, though, not doing too much. 2nd and 4 now, still plenty of time to go. Everybody's open, it seems, on the crossers. Brian Thomas Jr. gets absolutely sandwiched and twisted, but still ends up getting us the first down. This is what we trained for all offseason. Josh in the pocket, rolls out right, has room to run, block. We don't even need a block because Josh Allen is that freaking dude. Powers his way through into the end zone and gives us another lead. What a ridiculous run, but that is just the most Josh Allen play I've ever seen in my life as the Cowboys driving down here after a negative 3-yard rush by J.K. Dobbins. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 12, 5-yard penalty by Tyler Smith, and it's going to be a sack from Gregory Rousseau. Did they just muff the punt? Did they just muff the punt? No freaking way. Our offense is already in the red zone. If we can score at least 3 where we should, but if we can score 7. If we can score 7, was going to say I'd be feeling great about our chances. Still 6:16 to go, though. A lot of time left, but we got to make sure we get points on this possession. Josh, calm down, man. What we cannot afford is a turnover here. We need at least 3 to go up by a touchdown. Josh Allen drops back to pass again and gets sacked by Sam Hubbard, who just broke through immediately. Disappointing to not... They have 8 sacks! Oh my god, our offensive line, it's just... Remember, Crosby had 4 sacks last game, too. Our offensive line has been struggling, but with the power of Josh Allen, we take a 7-point lead. And with just under 6 minutes to go, the Cowboys start off hot to Daryl Flanagan here with a big gain. They get another huge chunk from Jake Ferguson this time, and in the blink of an eye, they're inside our 15. At least put up a fight defense. I mean, Jesus, that was as easy as ever. Dak in empty. Wide open Jake Ferguson gets him 9. Dude, every game this season has been so sweaty, man. Can we just blow somebody out, please? It's all I want. 2nd and 1, Dak doing a 360. Good D. 3rd and 1, most definitely 4-down territory. I'm not sure who their running back is. Remember, Pollard no longer there. Dak does the most Dak thing ever. Matt Milano, interception in the end zone here. Let's get a good drive. We could kill the game off right here. You cannot be serious. The first turnover from either team in this game so far comes with just 3 minutes to go in the end zone. Josh, screen pass, get good blocking, get out there, boys. And I think they just said they drafted Laiatu as well to pair alongside Micah Parsons. That is scary. That is very scary. 3rd and 7, James Cook. I don't like not putting the ball in Josh Allen's hands there. I'm not gonna lie. I did not like that. Is Matt Milano on the line blocking? Our defense just came up with a massive play to potentially win us the game, and we just give the ball right back. They only had to waste 1 timeout as well. They're most definitely still in this. Out of the gun, Matt Milano still in the zone, looking to make another play. It's a screen pass to... Wow, look at that blocking. Who is this? And a field goal does nothing for them here. They have to find the end zone. I guess the big question is, do they even go for 2 potentially? Which would be crazy. CeeDee Lamb, what am I saying? Just shut up. They find the end zone anyway. CeeDee Lamb, when they needed him most, comes through. They do opt to kick the extra point, thankfully, as we get the ball back. We'll have about 30 seconds to work with. We do still have all 3 timeouts. There is a world we can go down in just 13 seconds. Josh Allen, what can you do for me? Remember, he has an X factor. Darius Sneed now, and right away... Josh, Kincaid had about an acre of grass to run into right there. And Josh Allen misplaced the pass. Doesn't misplace that one, though. It's Brian Thomas Jr. Huge chunk, just like that, onto the 47. First timeout is now gone. Under 30 seconds to go. Josh Allen might be the best player of all time. Oh my god. Was that a 3-play drive? And what do you know? Darius Sneed, who is looking to break all sorts of records with this postseason run. He has been a monster in every single round. And when we needed him most, similarly to CD for Dallas, he comes through in the biggest of moments. Gets us into the end zone. I mean, this guy he could separate in his sleep. He could celebrate in a telephone box. This guy is different gravy. This is unbelievable game. This is one of the best Super Bowls of all time. It has just been punch after punch after punch after punch. And with under 20 to go here, the Cowboys got to answer as quick as we did. Jesus Christ. Come on, guys. Come on. Look how much time's left on the clock. Buffalo fans don't like that time. However, you got to get in the end zone. 3 points do nothing. Dak with... He's got room. He's got room. Gets out of bounds too. They do still have a timeout. This is a lot scarier than I was hoping for, but our defense has not been able to get a stop. That's okay, though. Just play soft. I don't care. Just do not let him get in the end zone. Pick that off. There's a second left. Why? Why is there a second left? Why is there a second left? Here we go. The Super Bowl on the line. Just move everybody back. Move everybody back. I don't even care. Just rush freaking Greg Rousseau and Ed Oliver, and they'll get the job done. Dak launches it into the end zone. Hail Mary. We're good. We're good. And the Buffalo Bills have finally won themselves their first ever Super Bowl. And man, we had to scratch and claw our way here. Tight game after tight game after tight game, and big performances from every single player. But we did it. We did it. And Josh Allen lifts the Lombardi. My pants ripped at dinner. Didn't want cheeks out. I love Paris. And out of all those good games we just watched, the Super Bowl had the best one of all. Josh Allen, phenomenal. Hands down, has to be Super Bowl MVP for the clutchness that he came through with. Oh, it was J.K. Dobbins. I did see him. The run game from either team really was nothing besides that one huge 20-yard touchdown run by Josh himself, as Darryl Flanagan was actually their best receiver today, although J.K. Dobbins had 130 yards with a long of 93. What happened there? Khalil Shakir, 7 receptions. Brian Thomas Jr. Everybody got involved. Everybody ate this game. And of course, the main man himself, Darius Sneed, ended the game off with a game-winning touchdown of a 53-yard bomb. Our D-line came through too. Nealand and Ed Oliver, 3 tackle for losses. Rousseau with 2 and 2.5 sacks, which leads the way there. And of course, that Matt Milano interception was pretty vital too, keeping them out the end zone. Can we go back-to-back now? That's what I got my mind on. Honestly, though, with that game-winning touchdown, there is a chance Darius Sneed wins the Super Bowl MVP here. But it, of course, goes to Josh Allen, and nobody, and I mean nobody, can argue with that, especially after the touchdown run in the 4th quarter, too. Yeah, no hands down, it was him. And this is wild. We're coming off a Lombardi, and we have 119 mil in available salary cap still. Josh Allen has just absolutely spearheaded us to glory here. Brian Thomas, 5th year, we of course are accepting. Teron Johnson, I'd love to bring back. He is regressing quite heavily nowadays, but a 1-year contract most certainly doesn't hurt. Osiris Torrance, I think I'm going to let go. He's 80 overall, 27 already. Should be easy to replace come draft time. Matt Milano is 33 years old now, but he's still showing up for us in the biggest of moments here. He actually has a lot of interest, so probably don't even have to pay him that much. Ronnie Stanley joined us to get a ring, and now that he's got a ring, he's addicted to playing in him. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like CP3 though. For the rest here, TJ Edwards, Dorian Williams, Bo Melton, Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins, like, I want him to retire in Buffalo. He's been one of their longest serving players and has been just a great left tackle for them for years to come. I don't want him to leave. And good God, what is this free agency class? Chris Jones, Zach Martin, Denzel Ward, Elwin Jenkins. I mean, there are some big names here. Elwin Jenkins on a 1-year, I mean, don't mind if I do. Chris Jones hungry for another ring alongside Ed Oliver. We'd be the favorites for sure. We are currently in the hunt, but there are plenty of teams that want his signature. I'll bump it up even more then. We got the money. We got the freaking money. Deshaun Watson is a mentor to who? I'm not gonna lie, I think Derrick Henry retired. He retired on top, so let's get Zach Charbonnet on a 1-year. As those 3 players will be taking up a large chunk of our salary. Ooh, Zach Charbonnet rejected. I mean, if anybody, I'm glad it was him. But we now add in Chris Jones to our defensive line, and next year, it's going to be scary. But not for us. Private workouts, #1 guy is called Shaq Hood. That is just a fire name. Nick Dugan I did earlier. He's nothing too special, is he? Realistically, we do gotta start looking at some tackles because Ronnie Stanley and Deion Dawkins do not got much life left. Teron Johnson, similar story, so I'm gonna go in for Larry Bright here out of Ole Miss. And with TJ Edwards gone and Matt Milano already 33 years old, Glenn Wiley might be the perfect replacement. The Titans had that one Cinderella year, and now they've been the top pick every year. Ooh, Wanye West looks real good. AABB there in his stats. AB. Ratings all around look good too. I hope he falls to me at 32. Ooh, Glenn Wiley is a little gem. Round 1 talent. And then Larry Bright with those ratings, there's no way he can be bad. Sadly though, I don't think I'm going to be able to get all 3 of them. Maybe we make a trade and just build out this team even more, though I am definitely not opposed. The right tackle is still here, Wanye West. And I think he's our choice here in round 1, 6'7", 332 power archetype out of A&M. You guys saw his ratings all around. Wanye West is our first round pick, joins the Super Bowl champions, going to be learning under Deion Dawkins, Ronnie Stanley. Next year, he's the next guy up. Now, we do have 2 picks in the 4th round, so we do have a little bit of ammo if I do want to move up. Larry Bright is currently at 26, and Glenn Wiley's all the way down here at 46. And giving up a whole bunch of stuff here alongside Kendrick Green for the Giants pick in round 2, which is 43, I believe. Giving us pick 11 and 32 here in round 2, and let's go ahead and grab ourselves Larry Bright to hopefully replace Teron Johnson in the long term out of Ole Miss here. 22 ratings all around look great. Elite change direction. I love to combine. Not the best, but that's okay. He's a developmental guy more than anything. Larry Bright ends up only being normal. That's pain after we traded all that up just to get him. And if that linebacker's not there at 32, I'm going to cry. Goes by the name Glenn Wiley out of South Carolina, 6'2", 245, built like an absolute bowling ball, isn't he? He looks real good. I mean, we know he's around 1 talent, so ooh, the upside is not nothing crazy, only normal dev, but he should contribute to winning immediately. And all I'm saying is, I think I've posted 3 videos in a row where I've gotten a hidden development fullback. Let's make it 4, baby. Let's make it 4. Dre Patton out of Michigan. Oh my God, I'm on a heater like I've never believed before. What is going on? That's actually 4 in a row. Before that, I've never gotten a hidden fullback this season, this year, this game. You know what I mean? But you know what they say? Once it wanes, it pours. You get it? You get it? He's a 73. 76 for Larry Bright, real good. Glenn Wiley, 75, real good. Patton, the fullback, 73. Even the CPU got me a running back, 71. As this class as a whole doesn't really look too crazy at all. Damian Samuels there to the Raiders. A right guard in round 2 is a 78. Second joint top highest rated player in the class. Ooh. Larry Bright was a top 5 freaking talent. You know, he was only normal though, so kind of sad. There's a 3rd Josh Allen in the league. I might have to trade for him. I just spent all my staff points like an idiot. Was supposed to keep a few for our hidden development guys, but that is okay. I was going to reveal Dre Patton, you best believe it. Darius Sneed, he's got to be our number 1. I shouldn't change anything though. Like, he has been so good in that second role for us. So I'm just going to keep him there. Of course, we added in Elton freaking Jenkins now too. Wanye West is going to be a backup this season. And defensively, we look much better. We added in Chris freaking Jones. Miners looking to make a jump up now that he is now that we know he's a superstar dev. DB room looks as deep as ever with Wilbur still here, of course. Larry Bright, the new draft pick. This team right here is destined to go back to back. We are more than good enough to make it back into the Super Bowl and win another Super Bowl, similarly to me drafting hidden development fullbacks. Once you get the first one, it all starts to pour, and once the floodgates open, they all start to fall in. The Bills just needed 1 Super Bowl, and now we want more. Another AFC East title here, finishing 11-6. We got the Texans in round 1. Josh Allen, another monster season. 4,600 yards, 43 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. James Cook still did well, of course. No more Derrick Henry this season, who had, I think, 15, 16 touchdowns last season. But James Cook comes away with 16 himself, 4.1 a carry, 1,100 yards. Ooh, interestingly enough, it's Dalton Kincaid this time leading the way. 105 receptions, 1,245 yards, 12 touchdowns, leads our team in all 3 of those categories. Darius Sneed once again, monster. Brian Thomas once again, Demon. Khalil Shakir once again, really good. Matt Milano and Ramon Minor, over 90 tackles for them both. Greg Rousseau with 25 tackle for losses, 18 for Chris Jones, 13 for Ed Oliver, 12 for Marshawn Nealon, who's actually carved himself up a quite decent role on this team with 9 sacks as well. Chris Jones had 10, 8 for Ed Oliver. The D-line has been putting up numbers throughout this entire video. 3 picks for Byron Stearns there, Matt Milano with 2. And yes, I am curious, is Stefon Diggs still there? He is. Of course, in real life today, what I've heard, they only signed him like a 1-year contract or something. They like got rid of the rest of the contract. I don't know. He's still there though. Can we beat him once again here in the wildcard round against CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans at home? We do, 24-21. And I'm sorry, but I think, have we played the Jags every single season here in the divisional? Every single year. I think this time though, we're going to be at home. I think our track record against them at this point is actually pretty decent. So I ain't scared about them. I ain't scared about them. I ain't scared of them at all. We got the Ravens here in the conference championship. Buffalo, Josh Allen. We lose. We lose by 3 points to Lamar. It would have been a rematch of last year as well. The Cowboys make the Super Bowl once again after that absolute thriller of a game we had last season. We don't even get the chance. Wow, we did not win one award. Quite disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, we made it far. Dalton Kincaid is now up to a superstar X Factor, as we still do not have Patton or Wanye West, of course. Defensively, though, how do we add in like Chris Jones, all of these players, and just not make it again? I think Caden Stearns went up. Shout out to him. Man, I'm genuinely angry. How did we not make it back? Our team has been so good. I don't know how we haven't finished as the #1 seed in the AFC, but whatever. We'll run it back for one more season. And Dallas got away with one here, playing Baltimore, winning 31-17. Dak is Super Bowl MVP next season. Give us Dallas again. I promise it'll be a game. Okay, we do have a lot of people to re-sign, though, like Dalton Kincaid, Byram, the rookie, Ed Oliver is here, Chris Jones, of course, Nealon, the draft pick that we had early on. See, this is what doesn't make sense to me. His player motivations, his scheme fit's good, the Super Bowl chase is good, but then just because we don't have no income tax, it puts it all the way at 0? Like 0, I get it should play a factor, but at 0? Come on now, it doesn't matter. Ed Oliver, of course, let's bring back. He does have interest too. Chris Jones, however, declines despite having interest. Maybe he was the problem though. Marshawn Nealon, I would like to keep around. I have liked his development so far for us. He's been putting up good numbers every single season, and he's here to stay. However, Teron Johnson, Elton Jenkins is still an 89 overall. Has a little bit of interest too. I don't see how we upgrade on him. I don't think we can upgrade on a player like him, so let's bring him back. And Matt Milano, similarly to Deion Dawkins, I kind of just want to keep him throughout this entire vid. Leonard Taylor, we don't really need anymore. Ronnie Stanley, I'm going to let go. Jaden Jett is here. Spencer Rattler. Did Deion Dawkins retire? Nope, he's right here. He's trying to go out with a bag. I see what you're doing. Tyler Bass is here as well, and you know what? He has been quite consistently good throughout this video. What? And after all that, we still have 38 mil to spend here. Of course, Chris Jones is back. Not sure if we bring him back. We'll have to see. Kenny Clark is here, though. That would be fun. Darius Robinson up to a superstar, 86 overall. Remember, we were interested in his signature in year 1. He has 15 teams monitoring him, though. Dak is no longer on the Cowboys. As we bring in Josh Sweat, Julian Love, and Deron Payne. Big additions. We have no more money, though, as this will most likely be the last season, so let's go out with a bang. And our first round pick is going to go on safety, Tremaine Dell here out of Kansas State. We did lose Caden Stearns last season. We still have Tyrell Robinson, who we drafted a few years back, but safety depth does not hurt as he ends up being hidden development, so I'm more than happy. And in round 2, probably our last pick, because I think I traded our 3rd round pick to move up last season. I'm going to go with a backup running back here in Bart Newman, a power back out of Georgia Southern, because we didn't have Derrick Henry last season. I feel like a lot of the load and a lot of the carries went to James Cook, of course, and we need to balance that out a little bit. We need a guy to be a power back for us, as James Cook is that change of pace type guy. Bart Newman is only a normal, though. Oh, wait, we do have our 3rd round pick. What? And I'm going to go cornerback Jamie Williams here out of Arizona. It's still just 21 years old. He looks like the best corner in DB as a whole. Damn. Tremaine Dell ends up being a 74, which is fine. The rest, though, kind of folded. Once again, though, just not really a strong class. A 76 overall would have been a top 5 talent. Let's go ahead and reveal him, though, and check out what dev trait he is, as that will be the determining factor to see if whether or not he becomes a starter. They're all-star dev. Wait, that's not even him. Wait, where is he? Kind of forgot I signed Julian Love. I'm going to make Tyrell Robinson a strong safety. And we now should be able to see Tank Dell's little brother, who's also only a star. Year number 5, though, one last dance. Josh Allen, can you bring one more home? And can we get ourselves at least one bye week in this freaking video? No, we only go 10-7, comfortably winners of the AFC East, and we got the team that knocked us out last season. Ooh, one last hoorah. Fly by the stats real quick, though. Not sure what happened this season. Josh Allen, less yardage, less touchdowns, only 5 picks, 25 tuds. What happened, my man? James Cook was not cooking under 4 carries. Still 1,000 yards, though, I guess. As Dalton Kincaid this time around was the only player over 1,000 yards. What happened? What happened? Thomas and Shakir good, but Darius Sneed, hello? What happened? Because at one moment in history, he was looking like the best wide receiver in the league. Wow, Matt Milano, 145 tackles. Ed Oliver, once again, 21 TFLs. Deron Payne, really good. Greg Russo and Josh Sweat with a 16 as well. Sack numbers 14.5 for Russo. He's been putting up monster numbers throughout this entire video. Big shout out to him, as he has truly developed into one of the best edges in the league. As we got a one last hoorah, it could be for Deion Dawkins or Matt Milano. They're both quite old now. It's going to be Matt Milano himself, as that'll give us a +10 morale for every player on the team. As we do have Baltimore in the wild card here, we're actually at home. I'm going to give us the edge. Hopefully we can come away, and then I may hop in and try to get us back to Super Bowl winning ways. 27-17, we win. We get another message, of course, the 13-4 Steelers. The morale is skyrocketing. The momentum is all there. Matt Milano, we're all playing for you. And let's hop into this one against Pittsburgh's super team, as it looks like TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Minka still going strong. Wow, and it seems like Justin Fields has taken over in Pittsburgh here. He's up to a 92. Well, okay, then let's get things going here in Pittsburgh. We start off hot with the first touchdown of the game. They equalize though, 7-all. We go 14-7 now, middle of the second quarter. We take a 2-possession lead. At the end of the first half, we get even more points, 24-7. Justin Fields, you're doing well, but it ain't your time yet. Josh Allen still is playing the game of football. 33-14. We're running away with a W here. AFC Conference Championship, let's go. 2 AFC North opponents in a row. Give us the Bengals. Let us sweep the entire division. Here we are again. The Jags. The Jags, we're going to be playing in Jacksonville, of course. They go 11-6. Cooper DeJean's up to his Superstar X Factor 2. This rivalry is going to go down in the history books. And I'm not going to lie. Have we even matched up against the Chiefs in this video? In the playoffs, that is? I swear we haven't seen them at all. It's been a lot of Trevor Lawrence, a lot of Joe Burrow, some Lamar Jackson, even Desmond Ridder randomly. 10-all game here, though. Middle of the third quarter, we drive down, take a touchdown lead. 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go. We have the ball. We can clinch the game here. 10-point lead. We're heading back to the Super Bowl in year 5, as our defense completely shuts out Trevor Lawrence. And remember what I said last year, give us Dallas once more in the Super Bowl. The 9-8 Rams, interesting. As Patty wins another MVP. Kind of sucks we couldn't win one with Josh Allen. We always put up good numbers, but just could never grab it. Any Devies here before we hop in offensively? It doesn't look like it, by the way. Wanye West, Patton, only a star dev, sadly. Defensively, I don't think we got one here either. And that is perfectly fine. However, who is on this Rams roster? Puka, Trey White, who of course signed there in real life. Cam Carl, also Kyron Williams. Jaden Daniels is their quarterback. Were they able to get him at 20? Did they trade up? Is Madden a little stupid? Yep, because he fell to 19 in 2024 for whatever reason, and they got themselves a top 3 player in the class, or who's gonna go top 3. They got Michael Pittman, Kobe Turner still there, as well as Kevin Dotson, Tavondre Sweat they drafted in 24. This is a good team, and that's why they've made it all this way, getting into the Super Bowl. However, I think we're the favorites here. Let's get number 2. Let's get things off the way. In here in 2029, 2028, I couldn't tell you what year we're freaking in now. First quarter is scoreless, but the Rams get the first touchdown of the game. We equalize 7-all, 14-7. Now Jane Daniels is driving down with ease, but we tie up the ball game. Second half on its way. We take the lead to go up 21-14. The Rams end up getting a touchdown themselves. 5:33 to go. And can we just blow a team out? I swear every game has been so freaking sweaty. James Cook on the little check down, easy yards. Josh Allen out of empty on the Rams, 16, finds a crosser there for Darius Sneed. I believe, no, it's Dalton Kincaid. Nope, that's Darius Sneed. Couldn't tell the difference because they look alike. James Cook is getting the ball, and we take ourselves up 7 points. Just an absolutely surgical drive by Josh Allen. What was that? What was that, a DPI, it looks like? 2nd and 8 now after a negative 3-yard rush. 4th and 6, the Rams are going to end up punting. I thought they were going to kick a field goal. Okay, we could really ice the game here. 4th and 7, we get sacked by John Riley. Rams get ball one last time. 1:40 to go. Rams do still have 2 timeouts. What can Jaden Daniels cook up here? It's a good first throw. Daniels once again out of the gun, drops back to pass through the middle, this time around to their superstar tight end. Up to not use a timeout. JD drops back to pass again, and it's a first down. Under a minute to go now. Rams already onto the 34. They have saved their timeouts too. It's another big chunk. Jaden Daniels is slicing. But this is where we got to make it difficult for them to score. Inside the red zone, inside the 20. 50 to go. Opts to check it down to Kyron, and we wrap him up in open field. Look at all the bodies around him. As Sean McVay opts to use timeout number 2. They only got 1 remaining, 45 seconds to go. Jaden Daniels rolls out, and it's a massive sack by number 90. I'm not really too sure who that is. Deron Payne, maybe the new acquisition. Maybe even Marshawn Nealon. 3rd and 20 now. They got to get in the end zone here. Jaden Daniels just throws it away. 4th and 20 now. The game, the Super Bowl on the line. Jaden Daniels. Oh my God, he had that in his hands. He had that in his hands, but our DBs make a play. And ladies and gentlemen, we get Super Bowl number 2. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's actually been a minute since I've won more than one Super Bowl in a video, so Feels good. Josh Allen feels good. And once again, he put on his show, 257 yards, 2 tuds, 1 interception. And what do you know it? It's another Darius Sneed masterclass. He was quiet in the offseason, but once the postseason comes around, he steps up. Season recap, and Josh Allen brings home his second Super Bowl MVP. So no regular season MVPs for the main man himself, but I think we're more than happy to get 2 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. And to nobody's surprise, Josh Allen put up monstrous numbers every single season we had him, but I think the biggest improvement as a whole was he cut down on the turnovers a ton. Didn't have one single season with over double-digit interceptions there, which is great. Ends off with 2 Super Bowl MVPs. How can you complain? James Cook was pretty solid throughout this entire video. Didn't really explode onto the scene, but was consistently a good back for us as a whole. This receiver core actually was fire. I'm not gonna lie. Brian Thomas was great. He's up to a 99 now with morale, by the way. Khalil Shakir we kept throughout this video. He was awesome, but the main man, of course, was Darius Sneed. The 6'3" deep threat out of Notre Dame stands at 6'3", 225 blazing speed, 99 deep route, 98 catching, 98 catch in traffic, 98 release. This dude was quite the weapon for Josh. I believe I drafted him later in round 3, pick 27, pretty much round 4. He had 2 Pro Bowls, Offensive Rookie of the Year, even one best wide receiver season, as well as he put up great numbers. This season, he exploded. 17 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. I'm not sure what happened this year, but in the postseason when we needed him, there's nobody else I could rely on. There's nobody else I'd rather rely on, I should say. Dalton Kincaid was awesome and has developed into the best tight end in the league now. 99 X Factor, put up monster numbers, as well as the whole receiving group. It looks like Deion Dawkins has retired now, as well as Matt Milano, I believe. The O-line was solid throughout. We drafted decently. Okay, we got a one last hoorah from Matt Milano, and he didn't retire, but Deion Dawkins retired, who we didn't get a message for. Make it make sense. This D-line was nasty. I think Ed Oliver actually went up to X Factor. Deron Payne. We had Chris Jenkins, I believe we had Chris Jones for a little bit. Marshawn Nealon was very underrated in this video. Greg Rousseau was a different beast, though. I'm not even gonna lie. He put up double-digit sacks every single season, had crazy tackle for loss numbers, 225 in 2027, 22 in 2026. Rousseau developed into an elite pass rusher. Cornerbacks were pretty cool. Teron Johnson played a big role. Larry Bright we brought in, of course. Tyrell Byram, I always want to say Bynum, the top 5 corner that we got, who has developed nicely, although he's still starting development sadly. Kai Elam has carved himself out a pretty nice role here now in 2029, up to an 87 with morale there at 28 years old. Not too shabby. As the safety group was a bit of a mystery throughout this entire video, I'm not gonna lie. We had Dax Hill this season, which was nice, as well as Dell, Julian Love. Linebacker, kind of same thing. Matt Milano was the staple. Of course, he stayed and remained throughout this entire video and kept us afloat and was our locker room leader. Miner was cool too. Shout out to Bruce Simpson. And what do you know it? Tyler Bass came through when we needed him most. And I would say a big success on this rebuild, getting 2 Super Bowls. Of course, Buffalo's first ever 2 Lombardis. So obviously we had Josh Allen, which made things a little easier. We just had to build around him, find him some great weapons like Darius Sneed, gave him Brian Thomas as well because of the Stefon Diggs trade, and he lived up. And let's leave it at that. As if you're still watching at this point in the video, I really do appreciate you. It means a lot. I'll let you in on the secret too. We're working on a 20-year rebuild right now. Probably gonna get another wheel video out after that too. The Stefon Diggs trade obviously kind of got in the way a little bit, so I had to make a rebuild on one of those teams, but it all went well. And leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. That would help this video and the channel out tremendously. That would mean the world. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Madden franchise content, and comment down below. I love Paris. See you.